Welcome back to Footnotes and Folly, and to the end of As You Like It. I am Pemberton. This is part 4, and the play gathers all its threads for a joyous close. Orlando's wicked brother Oliver comes to the forest meaning harm and is saved from a lioness by the very brother he wronged, an act of mercy that melts his heart and, conveniently, leaves him free to fall in love with Celia on the spot. With 4 sets of lovers now hopelessly entangled, Rosalind promises to set every one of them right by magic and makes good on it by simply taking off her disguise. In a burst of song and a visit from Hymen, the god of marriage himself, no fewer than 4 couples are wed at once, the tyrant repents off stage, and the rightful duke is restored. It is pure, unclouded happiness which Shakespeare, wisely, lets the melancholy Jacks decline to share. Let us finish it.
Rosalind and Celia enter another part of the forest. What do you say now? Is it not past 2 o'clock? And still no Orlando. I will warrant you, out of pure love and a troubled mind, he has taken his bow and arrows and gone off to sleep. Look who comes here. Silvius enters. My errand is to you, fair youth. My gentle Phoebe told me to give you this. I do not know what is in it, but judging by the stern brow and sharp manner she had while writing it, it carries an angry tone. Forgive me, I am only an innocent messenger. Silvius gives Rosalind a letter. Patience herself would start at this letter and turn swaggering bully. Endure this, and you can endure anything. She says I am not handsome, that I have no manners. She calls me proud, and says she could not love me even if men were as rare as the phoenix. By my will, her love is not the hare I am hunting. Why does she write to me like this? Well, shepherd, well, this is a letter of your own making. No, I swear, I do not know what is in it. Phoebe wrote it. Come, come, you are a fool and turned into love's very extreme. I saw her hand. She has a leathery hand, a hand the color of freestone. Truly I thought her old gloves were on, but it was her hands. She has a housewife's hand, but that is no matter. I say she never invented this letter. This is a man's invention and a man's hand. Surely it is hers. Why, it is a rough and cruel style, a style fit for challengers. Why, she defies me like a Turk defying a Christian. A woman's gentle brain could not pour out such giant shrewd invention, such dark words, blacker in effect than in appearance. Will you hear the letter? If you please, for I have never heard it yet, though I have heard too much of Phoebe's cruelty. She Phoebes me. Mark how the tyrant writes. Are you a god-turned-shepherd, that you have set a maiden's heart on fire? Can a woman scold like this? Do you call this scolding? Laying your godhead aside, do you make war on a woman's heart? Did you ever hear such scolding? While the eye of man wooed me, it could take no revenge on me. By that she means I am a beast. If the scorn of your bright eyes has power to raise such love in mine, alas, what strange effect would they work in me if they looked kindly? While you rebuked me, I loved you. How then might your prayers move me? He who brings this love to you little knows the love in me. Send back by him your settled mind, whether your youth and nature will accept the faithful offer of me and all that I can do, or else by him deny my love, and then I will study how to die. Do you call this chiding? Alas, poor shepherd! Do you pity him? No, he deserves no pity. Will you love such a woman? What, let her make you an instrument and play false tunes on you? That must not be endured. Well, go your way to her, for I see love has made you a tame snake, and say this to her. If she loves me, I charge her to love you. If she will not, I will never have her unless you plead for her. If you are a true lover, go now, and not a word, for more company is coming. Silvius exits. Oliver enters. Good morning, fair ones. Please tell me, if you know, where in the outskirts of this forest there stands a sheepcote fenced about with olive trees. West of this place, down in the neighboring hollow. Leave the row of willows by the murmuring stream on your right hand, and it will bring you to the place. But at this hour the house keeps itself, there is no one inside. If the eye may profit by what the tongue has heard, then I should know you by description, such clothing, such ages. The boy is fair, with a woman's look, and carries himself like a ripe sister. The woman is short and browner than her brother. Are you the owners of the house I asked for? It is no boasting when asked, to say that we are. Orlando commends himself to you both, and to that youth he calls his Rosalind he sends this bloody napkin. Are you he? I am. What are we to understand by this? Some of my shame, if you will hear from me what man I am, and how and why, and where this handkerchief was stained. Please tell it. When young Orlando last parted from you, he left with a promise to return within an hour. As he paced through the forest, chewing over the sweet and bitter food of thought, see what happened. He turned his eyes aside, and mark what sight presented itself. Under an oak whose branches were mossed with age, and whose high top was bald with dry antiquity, a wretched, ragged man, overgrown with hair, lay sleeping on his back. Around his neck a green and gilded snake had coiled itself, and with its head, quick in threat, it drew near the opening of his mouth. But suddenly, seeing Orlando, it unwound itself, and in notched gliding movements, slipped away into a bush. Under that bush's shade a lioness, her udders drawn dry, lay crouching with her head on the ground, watching cat-like for the sleeping man to stir. For it is the royal nature of that beast to prey on nothing that seems dead. Seeing this, Orlando approached the man and found it was his brother, his elder brother. Oh, I have heard him speak of that same brother, and he described him as the most unnatural man alive. And he had good reason, for I know well that he was unnatural. But Orlando, did he leave him there as food for the sucked, dry and hungry lioness? Twice he turned his back and meant to do so, but kindness, always nobler than revenge, and nature, stronger than his just cause for anger, made him give battle to the lioness, who quickly fell before him. In that struggle, I awoke from miserable sleep. Are you his brother? Was it you he rescued? Was it you who so often plotted to kill him? It was I, but it is not I. I am not ashamed to tell you what I was, since my conversion tastes so sweet, now that I am what I am. But what of the bloody napkin? In a moment. When we had told each other everything from first to last, and our stories had been kindly bathed in tears, including how I came into that deserted place, in brief, he led me to the gentle Duke, who gave me fresh clothing and welcome, committing me to my brother's love. Orlando then led me at once to his cave, stripped off his own clothing, and here on his arm the lioness had torn away some flesh. It had been bleeding all this while, and now he fainted, and as he fainted he cried out for Rosalind. In short, I revived him, bound up his wound, and after a little while, being strong at heart, he sent me here, stranger as I am, to tell this story, so that you might excuse his broken promise, and to give this napkin, dyed in his blood, to the shepherd youth whom he jokingly calls his Rosalind. Rosalind faints. Why, what now, Ganymede, sweet Ganymede? Many people swoon when they look at blood. There is more in it. Cousin Ganymede. Look, he is recovering. I wish I were at home. We will lead you there. Please, will you take him by the arm? Be cheerful, youth. You a man? You lack a man's heart. I do, I confess it. Ah, sir, anyone would think this was well counterfeited. Please tell your brother how well I counterfeited. Hey, ho, this was not counterfeit. There is too much proof in your color that it was a true passion. Counterfeit, I assure you. Well then, take heart and counterfeit being a man. So I do. But truly, by right I should have been a woman. Come, you look paler and paler. Please, let us go homeward. Good sir, go with us. I will, for I must carry back an answer about how you excuse my brother Rosalind. I shall invent something. But please commend my counterfeiting to him. Will you go? They exit. In the forest of Arden, Touchstone and Audrey enter. We will find the right time, Audrey. Be patient, gentle Audrey. Honestly, the priest was good enough, whatever the old gentleman said. A wicked Sir Oliver, Audrey, a vile martext. But Audrey, there is a young man here in the forest who claims you as his own. Yes, I know who it is. He has no claim on me at all. William enters. Here comes the man you mean. It is food and drink to me to see a country fellow. Truly, those of us with good wits have much to answer for. We cannot help mocking. We cannot hold back. Good evening, gentle friend. Put on your hat, put on your hat. No, please keep it on. How old are you, friend? Good evening, Audrey. And good evening to you, sir. I am 25, sir. God give you good evening, William. A ripe age. Is your name William? A fine name. Were you born here in the forest? William, sir. Yes, sir, thank God. Thank God. A good answer. Are you rich? Honestly, sir, only so is good, very good, exceedingly good, and yet it is not, for it is only so. Are you wise? Yes, sir, I have a fair bit of wit. Why, you speak well. I now remember a saying, the fool thinks he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. The pagan philosopher, when he wanted to eat a grape, opened his lips as he put it into his mouth, meaning by that grapes were made to be eaten and lips to be opened. Do you love this maid? I do, sir. Give me your hand. Are you educated? No, sir. Then learn this from me. To have is to have. It is a figure of speech that when drink is poured from a cup into a glass, filling one empties the other. All writers agree that ips means he. Now, you are not ips because I am he. Which he, sir? He, sir, who must marry this woman. Therefore, country fellow, abandon, which in common speech means leave the society, which in plain rustic words means company, of this female, which ordinary people call woman. Altogether, abandon the society of this female, or fellow, you perish, or for your clearer understanding, you die. That is, I kill you, make away with you, translate your life into death and your liberty into bondage. I will use poison against you, or beating, or steel. I will fight you through factions. I will outmaneuver you with cunning. I will kill you 150 ways. Therefore tremble and go. Do, good William. God keep you merry, sir. William exits. Corin enters. Our master and mistress are looking for you. Come away, away. Trip along, Audrey, trip along. I am coming, I am coming. They exit. Orlando and Oliver enter another part of the forest. Can it be possible that, after knowing her so briefly, you should like her? That by only seeing her you should love her, and loving her you should woo her, and wooing her she should accept you? And will you keep to this, and make her your wife? Do not question how sudden it is, or her poverty, or our brief acquaintance, or my quick wooing, or her quick consent. Only say with me that I love Eliana, say with her that she loves me, agree with us that we may belong to each other. It will be to your advantage, for I will settle on you my father's house and all the income that belonged to old Sir Roland, and here I will live and die a shepherd. Rosalind enters. You have my consent. Let your wedding be tomorrow. I will invite the Duke and all his willing followers there. Go and prepare Eliana, for look, here comes my Rosalind. God save you, brother. And you, fair sister? Oliver exits. Oh, my dear Orlando, how it hurts me to see you wearing your heart in a sling. It is my arm. I thought your heart had been wounded by the claws of a lion. It is wounded but by a lady's eyes. Did your brother tell you how I pretended to faint when he showed me your handkerchief? Yes, and greater wonders than that. Oh, I know what you mean. Yes, it is true. Nothing was ever so sudden except a fight between two rams, and Caesar's boastful brag, I came, I saw, I conquered. Your brother and my sister had no sooner met than they looked, no sooner looked than they loved, no sooner loved than they sighed, no sooner sighed than they asked each other why, no sooner knew why than they looked for the cure. By these steps they have built a staircase to marriage, which they will climb at once, or else they will be unchaste before marriage. They are in love's own fury, and they will be together. Clubs could not part them. They shall be married tomorrow, and I will invite the Duke to the wedding. But oh, how bitter it is to look at happiness through another man's eyes. Tomorrow my heart will be so much heavier because I must think of my brother as happy, possessing what he wishes for. Why then tomorrow I cannot serve your turn as Rosalind? I can no longer live on imagination. Then I will not weary you any longer with idle talk. Know this from me, for now I speak to the purpose. I know you are a gentleman of good understanding. I do not say this to make you think highly of my knowledge, though I say I know it. Nor do I seek any greater credit than just enough to make you believe me, for your own good, not for my honor. Believe then, if you please, that I can do strange things. Since I was 3 years old I have been familiar with a magician, very deep in his art and yet not wicked. If you love Rosalind as deeply as your looks proclaim, then when your brother marries Eliana, you shall marry her. I know what straits of fortune she has been driven into, and it is not impossible for me, if you find it acceptable, to set her before your eyes tomorrow, exactly as she is, and without any danger. Are you speaking seriously? By my life I am, and I value my life dearly, though I say I am a magician. So put on your best clothes and invite your friends. If you wish to be married tomorrow, you shall be, and to Rosalind, if you wish it. Silvius and Phoebe enter. Look, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers. Youth, you have treated me very unkindly by showing the letter I wrote to you. I do not care if I have. I am trying to seem scornful and unkind to you. There you are, followed by a faithful shepherd. Look at him, love him, he worships you. Good shepherd, tell this youth what it is to love. It is to be made entirely of sighs and tears, and so I am for Phoebe. And I for Ganymede. And I for Rosalind. And I for no woman. It is to be made entirely of faith and service, and so I am for Phoebe. And I for Ganymede. And I for Rosalind. And I for no woman. It is to be made entirely of imagination, entirely of passion, and entirely of wishes, all worship, duty, and devotion, all humility, all patience and impatience, all purity, all trial, all observance. And so I am for Phoebe. And so I am for Ganymede. And so I am for Rosalind. And so I am for no woman. Phoebe turns to Rosalind. If this is so, why blame me for loving you? Silvius turns to Phoebe. If this is so, why blame me for loving you? If this is so, why blame me for loving you? Why are you saying too, why blame me for loving you? To her who is not here and cannot hear. Please, no more of this. It sounds like Irish wolves howling at the moon. Silvius, I will help you if I can. Phoebe, I would love you if I could. Tomorrow, all of you meet me together. Phoebe, I will marry you if ever I marry a woman, and I will be married tomorrow. Or, Lando, I will satisfy you, if ever I satisfied a man, and you shall be married tomorrow. Silvius, I will content you, if what pleases you can content you, and you shall be married tomorrow. Or, Lando, if you love Rosalind, meet me. Silvius, if you love Phoebe, meet me. And since I love no woman, I will meet too. Farewell. I have given you your orders. I will not fail if I live. Nor I. Nor I. They all exit. Touchstone and Audrey enter. Tomorrow is the happy day, Audrey. Tomorrow we shall be married. I want that with all my heart, and I hope it is no shameful wish to want to become a married woman. 2 pages enter. Here come 2 of the banished Duke's pages. A good meeting, honest gentlemen. Upon my word, a good meeting. Come sit and give us a song. We are ready for you. Sit in the middle. Shall we begin briskly, without coughing, spitting, or saying we are hoarse, since those are the usual prologues to a bad voice? Indeed, and both in one tune, like 2 gypsies riding the same horse. The pages sing. It was a lover and his lass, with a hey, and a ho, and a hey nonino, who crossed the green cornfield in springtime, the only pretty time for wedding rings, when birds sing, hey ding-a-ding-ding. Sweet lovers love the spring. Between the fields of rye, with a hey, and a ho, and a hey nonino, these pretty country folk would lie in springtime, the only pretty time for wedding rings, when birds sing, hey ding-a-ding-ding. Sweet lovers love the spring. They began this song that hour with a hey and a ho and a hey na-ni-no, saying that life is only a flower in springtime, the only pretty time for wedding rings, when birds sing, hey ding-a-ding-ding. Sweet lovers love the spring, and therefore seize the present moment with a hey and a ho and a hey na-ni-no, for love is crowned in its prime in springtime, the only pretty time for wedding rings, when birds sing, hey ding-a-ding-ding. Sweet lovers love the spring. Truly, young gentlemen, though there was not much substance in the song, the tune was very much out of tune. You are mistaken, sir. We kept time. We did not lose our time. Upon my word, yes. I count it only time lost to hear such a foolish song. God be with you, and God improve your voices. Come, Audrey. They exit. Duke Senior, Amiens, Jax, Orlando, Oliver, and Celia enter another part of the forest. Orlando, do you believe this boy can do everything he has promised? Sometimes I believe it, and sometimes I do not, like people who are afraid of what they hope for, and know they have reason to be afraid. Rosalind, Silvius, and Phoebe enter. Have patience once more while our agreement is put to the test. Duke Senior, you say that if I bring your Rosalind here, you will give her to Orlando. I would, even if I had kingdoms to give along with her. And Orlando, you say you will marry her when I bring her. I would, even if I were king of all kingdoms. Phoebe, you say you will marry me if I am willing. I will, even if I should die an hour afterward. But if you refuse to marry me, you will give yourself to this most faithful shepherd. That is the bargain. Silvius, you say you will have Phoebe if she is willing. Yes, even if having her and dying were the same thing. I have promised to set all this matter straight. Keep your word, Duke Senior, and give your daughter. Keep yours, Orlando, and receive his daughter. Keep your word, Phoebe, that you will marry me, or else, if you refuse me, marry the shepherd. Keep your word, Silvius, that you will marry her if she refuses me. Now I go from here to make all these doubts clear. Rosalind and Celia exit. I do remember seeing in that shepherd boy some lively traces of my daughter's appearance. My lord, the first time I ever saw him, I thought he looked like a brother to your daughter. But my good lord, this boy was born in the forest, and has been taught the beginnings of many strange and dangerous arts by his uncle, who, he says, is a great magician living hidden within this forest. Touchstone and Audrey enter. Surely another flood is coming, and all these couples are coming to the ark. Here comes a pair of very strange beasts, known in every language as fools. Greetings and salutations to you all. My good lord, welcome him. This is the gentleman of motley wit, whom I have so often met in the forest. He swears he has been a courtier. If any man doubts that, let him put me to the proof. I have danced a courtly measure. I have flattered a lady. I have been political with my friend and smooth with my enemy. I have ruined 3 tailors. I have had 4 quarrels, and came close to fighting 1 duel. And how was that quarrel settled? Well, we met, and found the quarrel had reached the 7th cause. The 7th cause? My lord, do you like this fellow? I like him very well. God reward you, sir. I wish you the same. I press in here among the other country couples, to swear and forswear as marriage binds and blood breaks. This poor virgin, sir, is an ill-favoured thing, but she is mine. It is a poor whim of mine to take what no other man will have. Rich honesty often lies like a miser in a poorhouse, sir, as a pearl lies in a foul oyster. By my faith, he is very quick and full of maxims. Only as far as a fool's blunt arrow can fly, sir, and with such sweet disorders. But about the 7th cause. How did you find the quarrel had reached the 7th cause? By a lie 7 times remove. Hold yourself more properly, Audrey. It happened this way, sir. I disliked the cut of a certain courtier's beard. He sent me word that if I said his beard was not cut well, he believed it was. That is called the courteous retort. If I sent him word again that it was not well cut, he would send word that he cut it to please himself. That is called the modest quip. If I said again that it was not well cut, he would attack my judgment. That is called the churlish reply. If I said again that it was not well cut, he would answer that I did not speak the truth. That is called the valiant reproof. If I said again that it was not well cut, he would say I lied. That is called the quarrelsome countercheck. From there it goes to the circumstantial lie, and then to the direct lie. And how often did you say his beard was not well cut? I dared go no further than the circumstantial lie, and he did not dare give me the direct lie, so we measured swords and parted. Can you name in order the degrees of the lie? Oh, sir, we quarrel by the book as carefully as people follow books of manners. I will name the degrees for you. First, the courteous retort. Second, the modest quip. Third, the churlish reply. Fourth, the valiant reproof. Fifth, the quarrelsome countercheck. Sixth, the lie with circumstance. Seventh, the direct lie. You may avoid all of these except the direct lie, and you may avoid the 2 with an if. I once knew a quarrel that 7 justices could not settle, but when the men met face to face, one of them thought of an if, saying, if you said so, then I said so, and they shook hands and swore to be brothers. Your if is the only peacemaker. There is great virtue in if. Is he not a rare fellow, my lord? He is good at everything, and yet he is a fool. He uses his folly like a hunter's screen, and under its cover he shoots his wit. Hymen enters, with Rosalind dressed as a woman and Celia. Soft music plays. There is joy in heaven when earthly things, made equal and true, are reconciled together. Good Duke, receive your daughter. Hymen has brought her from heaven. Yes, brought her here, so that you may join her hand with the hand of the man whose heart is already hers. Duke Senior, to you I give myself, for I am yours. Or, Lando, to you I give myself, for I am yours. If sight can tell the truth, you are my daughter. If sight can tell the truth, you are my Rosalind. If sight and shape are true, then farewell, my love. Duke Senior, I will have no father if you are not he. Or, Lando, I will have no husband if you are not he. Phoebe, I will never marry a woman if you are not she. Peace now. I forbid confusion. I must bring these most strange events to their conclusion. Here are 8 who must join hands and be bound in Hymen's bonds, if truth contains true meaning. Orlando and Rosalind, no crossing fate shall part you. Celia and Oliver, you are heart joined to heart. Phoebe, you must agree to Sylvius's love, or else take a woman for your husband. Audrey and Touchstone, you are as surely together as winter is joined to foul weather. While we sing a wedding hymn, satisfy yourselves with questions, so that reason may lessen wonder at how we met and how these matters have ended. Wedding is great Juno's crown, blessed bond of table and bed. Hymen fills every town with people, let high marriage be honored. Honor, high honor, and renown to Hymen, god of every town. O my dear niece, you are welcome to me, as welcome as a daughter, and in no lesser degree. Sylvius, I will not go back on my word. Now that you are mine, your faithful love binds my heart to you. Jacques du Bois enters. Let me have your attention for a word or two. I am the second son of old Sir Roland, and I bring these tidings to this fair assembly. Duke Frederick, hearing that every day men of great worth came into this forest, gathered a mighty force, and marched at its head, intending to seize his brother here, and put him to the sword. He came to the edge of this wild wood, where he met an old religious man. After speaking with him, he was converted from both his purpose and the world. He has given his crown to his banished brother, and restored all the lands of those who were exiled with him. I pledge my life that this is true. Welcome, young man. You bring fine gifts to your brother's weddings, to one the lands withheld from him, to the other a whole land at large, a powerful dukedom. First in this forest, let us complete the ceremonies that began so happily here. Afterward, every one of this fortunate company who has endured harsh days and nights with us shall share in the good of our restored fortune, according to each person's rank and condition. For now, forget this newly fallen dignity, and join our rustic celebration. Play music, and all you brides and bridegrooms, move with measures full of joy into the dance. Sir, with your permission, if I heard you rightly, the Duke has taken up a religious life and cast aside the splendor of the court. He has. Then, I will go to him. Among such converts there is much to hear and learn. Duke Senior, I leave you to your former honor. Your patience and virtue well deserve it. Or, Lando, I leave you to a love that your true faith has earned. Oliver, to your land, your love, and your great alliances. Sylvius, to a long and well-deserved marriage bed. Touchstone, I leave you to wrangling, for your loving voyage has provisions for only 2 months. So, go to your pleasures. I am made for something other than dancing measures. Stay, Jack, stay. Not I to watch amusements. What you want of me I will stay to hear at your abandoned cave. Jax exits. Proceed, proceed. We will begin these rites as we trust they will end in true delight. They dance. All exit except Rosalind. It is not usual to see the lady speak the epilogue, but it is no more improper than seeing the Lord speak the prologue. If it is true that good wine needs no signboard, then it is true that a good play needs no epilogue. Yet people still hang good signs before good wine, and good plays are made better with the help of good epilogues. What a position I am in then, since I am not a good epilogue, and cannot insinuate myself with you on behalf of a good play. I am not dressed like a beggar, so begging would not suit me. My method is to charm you, and I will begin with the women. I charge you, O women, for the love you bear men, to like as much of this play as pleases you. And I charge you, O men, for the love you bear women, as I can tell from your smiling that none of you hates them, to make sure that between you and the women, the play may please. If I were a woman, I would kiss as many of you as had beards that pleased me, faces that I liked, and breaths that did not offend me. And I am sure that as many of you as have good beards, or good faces, or sweet breaths will, for my kind offer, when I curtsy, bid me farewell. Rosalind exits.
And there as you like it ends with 4 weddings, a forest full of music, dukedoms restored, and everyone happy except the one man who prefers to stay sad. It is Shakespeare in his most generous and sunlit mood, and its glory is Rosalind, clever, warm, funny, wise about love and unafraid of it. She is, for many of us, the most delightful person in all of his plays. She even comes out at the end to speak to us directly, a heroine in a man's disguise played, in his day, by a boy, winking at the whole glorious game of theatre. Thank you for sitting with the whole of As You Like It. Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.